Hi and welcome. My name is June. Thank you for joining me for this 30-minute balance and flexibility session. This session I call a global session because it's feel good as it encompasses every single muscle in your body as well as all of the different movements that we do daily, including twisting, side bending, moving our legs, lifting our legs, and we even have an optional sit to stand where you can opt to stand up and join in or remain seated and do exactly the same movements. I'll guide you every step of the way. So if you're ready, I'd like to invite you to join me, but before we begin, we want to make sure that your area is clear of any obstacles. In addition to that, you want to make sure that you have your little trusty ball. So this is about the only piece of equipment that we're going to be using today, except for your body, and of course your sturdy chair. Be sure to have some water handy. We will take a couple of water breaks. So let's have ourselves stand in front of our chairs and then have a seat in your chair towards the front edge, and we'll begin. So we're going to start with your feet about hip width apart, and that your knees, the back of your knees, is going to be directly over your heels, a nice tall torso. And then I tell you how thoroughly happy I am that you joined me today and that you've chosen to take the next 30 minutes and work solely on you. That's awesome, so congratulate yourself on that. We're going to begin with simple head tilts. So just reach both of your arms to the side of your chair. And with your shoulders, think of pressing them away from the ear so that you're creating lots of distance. Look at the difference between the distance between my shoulders here and the distance between my shoulders here. Create that nice line of space and then pull your chin back slightly because we tend to talk and jut outward, and that sometimes can place a bit of tension on your neck. So think of pulling your chin back, sitting tall, dropping your chin down, then lifting it up and back down. Up again, and then down again. Up again to your left side, drop your ear to your shoulder, lift it up, now your right side. Perfect. Let's do one more to your left and right side, ear to shoulder, and if you went to the right side, that's okay. Beautiful, one more time to your right. Beautiful, now take your hands, palms face the ceiling, pull your elbows closer to your body. Let's begin with your right arm with the palm up. Just reach it forward and pull it back. So reach and pull. 2 more times here. 1 more. Good. We're starting to move your body now, left and right. Now we're trying to stay very stable in your torso while you do this. 1 more now, both arms. Here we go. Reach forward. Nice. Now, as your arms reach forward, lift your heart. Let's slow this next one down. Slow it down. So reach. You can really feel your spinal column extend. 1 more reach. Now this time, with the palms still up, cross your left arm to your right side, then your left side. And let your body go with you. Cross. Nice. We've got it. This way we get the movement of the torso and your whole body in right now. Let your eyes follow where you're going, because where your eyes go, your body's going to go, right? That's a good way to maintain our balance. 1 more to your right and left. And then we'll bring those arms back to the sides of your chair. Then, focusing on your ankles, lift both heels off the ground. Now let's add a little body movement with this. So pump your body by hinging forward and back. Can you hear that change of music? Beautiful. Now take your right heel. It goes front, then it goes back, and then it goes to the side, right side, back and together. Let's do the same thing on your left leg. We take it front, we take it back, then side and together. Side, beautiful. Now let's do that a little bit faster. Start with your right leg. So you go right, tap, then to the right side. Now tap your left leg forward, then to the side. I'm gonna do 1 more of these each way. So now we're waking up your legs, right? So who says you can't move in a chair, right? We can move in a chair. Beautiful. How about even faster? And when we go faster, we need to shorten up the range of motion. Notice, because I'm trying to stay on the beat of the music, but let's go slow again. So slow becomes a little bit more intentional, right? A little quicker gives us the opportunity to build speed, which is important. Now take both heels, lift, beautiful. Lift, now change and lift your toes and drop them down. I want you to do enough repetitions, maybe about 5, We can limit it to 5 where you start to feel a bit of warmth in the shins. And you hear that change of music, right? We're going to move on to our next segment because that kind of finishes up our warm-up. Reach for your ball. Right? The ball is going to come into your hands. You can slide back about an inch or two. We're going to start with the ball directly in front of your chest. So what we'll do is take it from our chest. We go here and up, here and out. Notice how my thumbs always stay up. I'm going to do that again. In and up, kind of like playing peekaboo with your ball, right? In and up. 2 more of these. We've got in and up. Back 1 more. Then we need to add a little bit of twisting because it feels so good. So now twist right side. Come back to center. Think of your elbow pulling behind you, leading with your shoulder blade. Left side, left, come forward. Now let's go very slow to your left. Slow, see how far you can go. Slowly bring it back. Really focus on pulling your right elbow all the way behind you. Come back to the center, so that 1 more time, left and right. All the way around. That feels so good, doesn't it? This is such important movement. This is what I mean by doing global movements. Yes, take it to chest and up, then chest and then down. Now take it side, reach side, side, and center to your left side, side, back up and down. Take that ball up, goes chest and reach, chest and down. Twist to your right side, beautiful. Come back to center, 1 more. Then when we come back to the center, I'm going to ask you to open up your legs to a wider stance. So use the corners of your chair as a guide. So the corners of the chair should be just underneath the back of your hamstring, right? So from here, we'll take the ball back to center, thinking very tall in your torso. Reach towards the back of your ankle. Now, it doesn't have to go all the way to your ankle, just towards the back of the ankle. Remember, you always have that option to hold onto your chair. Down and lift. Now, we're going to add on to this. If you're ready, you can take the opposite arm and reach diagonal with your eye gaze going towards your extended arm towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Reach and open. And come back to center. And again, reach and open. Come back to center to your left and right 1 more time. I love this because it just makes me feel so good and happy. Nice, perfect. Now, with the ball, with your legs still in this position, try to create a circle around your body. Notice how I'm dropping towards my legs, coming up to shoulder height, coming around and letting my torso move. Now later on, we're going to do another exercise where we're not going to allow that torso to move. Let's reverse the direction. Move your torso with you. Let your eyes follow the ball. We call that eye tracking. That is so important as we age, to let our eyes focus on movement. All right, we're going to come back to center and take your legs to center. Let's take the ball, move it off to the side. Now take your left leg, let's move it out to the side 4 times back. Left side, lifting it just a little bit, right? Creating abduction for your hip joint. Right, 4 times, beautiful. Now let's pyramid this down, meaning just 2 on your left side. Now you have your option to hold on or not. That's up to you. You can do it here. Now we're going to do singles. I'm going to hold on for the singles. I'm going to do left and then right. And again, left and right. We're getting to open up those hips and work the muscles that run along the outside and inside of your thighs. 1 more. Great. Now, we're going to come back to the center. Scoot your hips slightly forward. Glance down and make sure that the back of your knees are directly over your heels. With the heels of your hands on the side of the chair, we're going to hinge forward. If you've been with me before, this is a seat lift. We're going to hang on to the chair though. So push your feet down, lift your hips and hold. And just hold. Now pretend that you can, or take one hand away so you feel your body weight come a little bit more forward, but never leaving your heels. Have a seat down. Let's do that same thing on the other side. Both hands on either side of your chair. Lift up, hold. Reach the arm forward. See how that brings your weight just a little bit more forward. Let your eyes gaze directly in front. Avoid looking all the way down. You want to look ahead. And then come back. Nice job. Let's do that one more time. Whichever hand you want to take away is your choice. Hinge forward and then lift. Then once you're there, take one hand. If you want to dare and take the challenge to take two, feel free. But then come right back to a seat. That was great. So we're going to stay right here. Take a quick drink of your water. We always want to hydrate and be replenished because the body does utilize all of that water in your body to assist you in your exercise because it hydrates your muscles. Take another sip if you need to. I'm going to get us set up for this section now. We're going to come more forward on your chair because I would like you to create more control from your torso, from your head all the way to your hips, to allow you to sit tall and utilize your abdominal muscles. And I should say your core muscles, global muscles that surround your entire torso. So with your hands here, let's just start with a heel lift, a double heel lift and a pump. Now, if you want to avoid the pump and just lift your heels, that's perfect. Good, 2 more. Now, let's add the pump. That's your option, right? So we lift your heels and come back. So now we get a little bit of action from your calf muscles as well as your core. 2 more here, please. We've got 1. My eyes are tearing for some reason. Now just lift your toes with no movement of the torso. 2 more of these. Nice. 1 more to go. Then take your left leg, step it to the side, tap the right leg in. Let's do the same thing to the right side. Step and tap, step and tap. Beautiful. Step and tap and step and tap. Perfect. Step and tap. Now, you can keep your hands on your chair. I'm going to introduce an option for you. So if you feel balanced, you can add a windmill arm and grab the chair when your hand lands on the opposite side. This is an option. You can keep it right here. Whatever works for you. I'm going to add the arms again. So my right arm comes over and back and over, and notice how I'm grabbing the chair each time. 2 more. Here's 1. 1 more time. Then let's come back to your center chair. Right here, center chair, shoulders down. Now what we do is slide both legs out. We're going to do this slow. Slide both legs in. Notice what you have to do naturally with your torso is to control the action of both legs, controlling the torso, keeping it nice and tall rather than slouching when you're doing this. 1 more time. We go out and in, and then we're going to opt to take our ball again. Legs together, hold on to your chair, grab your ball. Now remember when we did this movement before and we moved our torso? This time, wide stance, ball comes here, move the ball across your body, don't move your torso, and then reach it up on a diagonal. Then drop it down, then reach it up on a diagonal to your right, come across. This time down to your right side at a diagonal across. Now I'm trying to keep my torso consistently facing you. Just follow me. I'm going to my right, come across to my left, not moving, keeping my eyes directly center. So I'm not allowing my eyes or my head to move. Down to the left side, to the right side now. Reach across. So this is forcing those core muscles to work a little bit harder. I bet as you cross your arms, you start to feel something happen around your rib cage, right? I know I do. I can feel those muscles working. And back out. Come across to your left side, down to your right. 1 last one here. Bring it across, go across to your right, then finish off to your left and hold. Now you should have felt some action in those abdominal muscles, letting you become aware of how much activity occurs in that part of your body whenever your torso has to move. That's important because that's what we call your internal and your external obliques. Now from here, scoot a little bit more forward. You're going to take the ball and go under our knee and bring it back. And do the same thing on this side. Here we go again. We're going to go lift and lower. And you don't have to lift so high, just enough that you can get the ball under your knee. What I'd like you to avoid is coming down with your body. Keep your body lifted. Think of a string attached to the top of your head, pulling you towards the ceiling. We've got 4 and 3. Watch my change on this next one. You can watch me first. Now the ball, I pull it down to meet my knee, pull. I like holding the ball between the palms of my hand. Keep going, exhale. Now we want to keep the torso erect, meaning I'm not rocking back, right? I'm not moving too much here. I'm just pulling the ball down to the knee, forcing my abdominals to work as I get some hip action as well. Now watch my little change right here. I'm gonna go side and lift. So now it comes to the outside of my knee. Why is that important? Because now we've got those muscles, oblique muscles that cross your midsection that allow you to rotate side to side. That's what we're working on here. Down and up. Perfect. One more time, reach. You've got it. Last one, separate both legs. Left arm up with the ball, right arm down. And then we take a little bit of a reach. We come back here, same thing. Ball goes up, hand goes down, reach. Make a switch. Ball goes here, hand goes down on the right side. And I'm letting my eyes go in the direction of my lower arm. I'm trying to keep my hips down. So how far you open is going to determine or be determined by how much you feel your hip wants to come up. That's too far for me, so would I have to come here? So you try that. Do a little test. How far can you go? Come up on it a second, but then sit right back down because that's where you want to be. One more time here, and one more to your right side. Great. Nice. Now let's take the ball and bring it to here, bringing your feet together. Let's move both of your legs off to the side. I'm going to do a sweep step. A sweep step is just lifting your knee up and over, and we come into me. Sweep step to your right. Bring it in and tap. Sweep step to your left. Nice. So here's where I'd like you to lift the knee up, pull your abdominal muscles in, sweep over, and bring the other leg. So we're getting some ab and adduction here. Up again. Up. I don't like to do this too fast. I want you to think about this. Lift your knee, sweep it over, and pull it back. Let's do it again. Lift up, over, and then back. One last time here. Lift up and over. Perfect. Nice job. We come back to the center, and from here, we're going to go into a V step. Simple. It's just out, out, and in. Music's not too fast here. This is done primarily to really emphasize your being able to improve your balance and flexibility. Let's change legs, left leg. Now remember, you always have that option to hold onto your chair. Now, in a few moments, I'm going to offer an opportunity for you to stand. Tap change. That's an option. You can stay in your chair, and I'll come back to the chair so you'll be able to follow me. And if you're standing, you can stay in that standing position until we seat. One more time. V step. Perfect. Last one here. And just hinge forward and back. Now, remember that seat lift we did before? So those of you that are going to stand, that is going to be your transition to walking to the back of your chair. Those of you that are doing the seat lifts in your chair, you can do 1 to 3 of those with your hands on the side of the chair, and then I'll come back, and then we'll all do the movements together, and those of you that are standing up will choose to stand up. So I'm going to hinge forward. Everybody comes to a seat lift. If you're going to prefer to stay in your chair, please stay there. I'm going to stand up just to show you to walk around to the back of your chair. If you're in your seat, you can join us for these exercises. I'm going to come right back in a moment. So all we're doing is a march in place. Simple. There you go. March. Perfect. Now, step tap, and a step wide. Boom, boom. Now I'm coming back to come into my chair. You guys are staying right where you are, right? So let's bring the legs together. If you're behind your chair, march. Step tap, narrow step tap. Let's take it wide. Step wide, step tap. Now if you're in your chair, notice how I'm having you sway your body. If you're standing, You're just moving side to side, right? Now let's bring it back to a narrow. Narrow in. Yes, you got it. Perfect. Now, if you're standing, please come back around. Have a seat back in your chair. Those of you in your chair, you stay here, continue doing this. If you're coming back to the front, remember to look back before you sit. Perfect. Step tap. Now let's add a little cross. How'd you do, guys? Those of you that had the option for standing, how did you do? And remember, that's always an option. But you always want to be holding on to your chair so you feel fully protected, right? I should say pretty supported. You got it. Nice. Now, where your legs go, your arms go. Push, 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 push. Did you hear that rhythm change of the music? We're going to do about 8 more of these and take a little water break. 1, still 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Perfect. And 6. And 7. We have 1 more here. Last one. Beautiful. Can you feel how your heart rate increased? A little march in place. Nice job. Grab your water. Stop your feet action. Grab some water and take a sip. And let's grab your ball again. All right. So from here, ball goes in both hands, thumb is up. Push the ball away from your body and think tall. Let's just sweep. Sweep the ball so it's kind of circling. Notice how the arms extend out in front and then pull back. Again, reach out, extend and pull back. Extend and pull. It's just a body sweep, I call this. Yes, perfect. And again, sweep. Let your eyes go with you. Let your eyes go with you. This time you have some really full body movement here. Yes, and again, side to side. Perfect. And side, and 1 more. Side, perfect. Now, adding on the lower body a little bit more. So now take your ball, place it underneath your right leg and push the ball underneath that thigh. So what we want to do here is we're going to go into knee extension and bend. 1 more time. Push it out. Now from here, push the leg down. Push and lift. 2 more. 1 more. Squeeze the ball with the back of your calf muscle. Squeeze the ball. And again, squeeze. Now hold on and squeeze that ball. Here you go. Down and up. 3. And 2. 1 more. Nice. Last one. Perfect. Now repeat that on the other side. So place your right leg on the floor. Take the ball, place it underneath the knee of your left leg. Squeeze and hold, right? Extend out. Here we go. Reach out. Out. Doing it slow first. Squeeze the ball. Out. And in. 1 more time. Out. Now get ready to push it down. Then we'll pick up our pace. Push. Are we ready? Lift up the ball. We lift. Lift. Extend, squeeze, extend, squeeze, extend, squeeze, lower down, take it up, up, out, squeeze the ball, squeeze, squeeze, reach it out, and then press down. Beautiful. Take that ball, place it between your knees, make sure your toes are facing forward so that we come a little bit more forward. We're going to squeeze. 3, 2, 1, release. Not enough release, let the ball go. Just enough to continue to hold the ball there. 2, 3, and release. Press. 1, 2, 3, and release. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, and release. 1 more time. Now you can be holding onto your chair or not. Now let's hold it for 8 counts. 8, 7. Notice how I move my feet in a little closer. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, release. Maybe place your hands on the ball so you can release and get a little bit of a rest. We're going to do that 1 more time. Are we ready? Bring those legs together. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You feel your legs starting to shake. 7, last one. Grab your ball. Let your legs go. Perfect. Wide stance here. Remember how we did that nice, beautiful diagonal reach before? Ball goes in your left hand. Reach down and up. Hand comes to center. Switch. Ball goes down, arm comes up. Eye is looking at the ball. Come back in, switch, down. So now that you get a little bit of what we're doing here, you can put it all together rather than just taking it step by step. But if you'd like to take it step by step, that's your option as well, right? Reach. And come back, and again, reach. And come back one more time each way. Out. And in one last one here, beautiful, out. It's a nice way to end that segment, isn't it? Let's take the ball to your little place of where you keep it. I always have my red bucket, right? Take a sip. So now from here, we're gonna go to the side of our chair. Right, with the side of our chair, we're gonna bring your right leg back. And what I'm looking to accomplish is to stretch your hip flexor out. So the thigh of my front leg, the middle of it is at the front of the chair. And then if I push this hip forward, hand to the shoulder and stretch. There's your hip flexor. Now, look straight at me. Focus on your glute, your gluteus maximus. Push it forward by squeezing your glute. And then push the heel back a little bit, and you start to feel a little bit more of a stretch. Yes. I'm going to come back to the center here. Extend out your left leg. We're going to reach down, stretch. And then reach up and lean back. We're going to do one more, then we'll do the other leg. You ready? Reach forward and up. Switch legs. Same thing. Reach forward and then up. Reach forward and then up. Scooting to your left. Same exact thing. Drop that knee. Hold. Can you feel that stretch? Now, if you push back on that heel a little bit, you'll feel that stretch in that hip flexor. Take the arm up to here or reach and lean back slightly. That also helps. Then, place your hand on your glute. Think of pushing that gluteus maximus forward and feel that nice stretch. Great, that's awesome. Come back to the center, widen both legs to the corners of your chair, forearm here, forearm here. Now be careful to keep your torso tall. You don't want to round your spine, and just push away with your forearms so your torso becomes more alert or more invigorated, and let those arms help open up your legs. Keep the toes up a little bit, and then we come back up. Nice job. Woo! Stretch side. Oh my goodness, feel that nice stretch. Reach. Now we did some of these diagonal stretches with the ball. I have my hand against the chair. Join me and keep your hand at the side of the chair. Perfect. Roll your shoulders back. Now hands on your chair, scoot forward. Tall body, chin faces forward, eyes face forward. Roll back your tailbone about an inch, just a little bit, drawing your lower belly in. Then sit up tall. Feel your tailbone go back to its natural position. Go back down. It curls under you a little, right? But you're not curling your upper body. So this would be incorrect. Keep your body nice and tall, right? Just a lower base. We're working from about this part of your body down. And sit up one more time here. Roll. Under. Nice. Woo! And roll your shoulders back. One more here. Now give me your left and right shoulder. Let's go left and right. Palms are up. Thumbs are out to the side. Or forward or up. Beautiful. Swing the arm around. Swing the arm around. One more left and right. Drop your chin to your chest. Let your ear go to your right side. Hold. Doesn't that feel good? Come back to the center. Let your ear go to the other side. That feels just as good, right? One more. And again. Back to your center. Arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Rain down. Inhale. Stretch those arms up. Reach. Rain it down. One more. Reach. This time, palms come together. Pull them to your heart center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And again, breathe in. Exhale. Release your arms. Wasn't that great? Take a sip of your water. I would like to take this time to thank you for joining me for this wonderful global session of balance and flexibility. So important to move your body every single day. You have a wonderful day. The light in me shines the light in you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.